Hi, this is Jillian from Survivor Gabon, and I am saying hi to all those fans of Survivor and other shows who are out there at the Czech Republic and Slovakia. So thank you, first of all, for following reality shows and Survivor particularly, because without you fans, and me being a fan, there wouldn't be these reality shows. I'm going to answer some questions, but I'm doing it in video because it's much easier for me to talk than it is to type out everything I want to say. So you ask, how do I remember the game? Well, first of all, I remember it as being a huge honor to have been selected because, up to 100,000 people get put in their applications every season, and only 30% of the people who apply get on. The rest are actually referred or found. And I remember just being there. I mean, it was totally the most amazing thing after trying for 8 years to get on Survivor that I actually made it. I loved watching production. I loved watching everything that was happening. I loved watching how they pulled the whole thing together and just remember everything that I can about it. Tribal Council was really cool. So that's basically what I remember because, I was only there for 6 days. Anyway, you ask how Survivor has changed my life. Well, being on Survivor hasn't changed my life, but being off Survivor has changed my life. Being on Survivor enhanced my life by giving me the opportunity that I have now. I do a lot of charity work, particularly Reality Rally, as you probably have seen. And I really encourage all of you to please tell everybody you know to check out realityrally.com and also to like us on Facebook. Very helpful for our sponsors to have a global reach. So please ask everybody you know. And I'm just really, really busy with that. Reality Rally basically takes me most of the year to do, and it's a volunteer. I'm a volunteer, as are my 400 people who help me. I watch Amazing Race, I watch Survivor. I don't watch Big Brother the entire season, but I DVR it so that I can capture most of it and go through commercials, basically, so I can see what the players are all about. I also Hulu, DVR, YouTube, all the other shows that people, the stars who apply to come to Reality Rally, I can check out their show and know what their show's all about and what they're all about. What do I think about fan support? Hey, without fan support, these reality shows wouldn't be going. I'm a huge fan. You guys are huge fans, so thank you so much because there would be no reality show following if you guys didn't love it. So I love fans, so thank you so much. You ask would I accept a return to offer? I'd be back in a heartbeat if I could. I'd have to get a little fitter again, but I would go back in a heartbeat. And I want to thank all of you fans out in the Czech Republic and in Slovakia because there's a huge following out there. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Reality Show EU, for running this podcast, this whole website and everything. So that's great. You keep everybody informed. Do I have favorite Survivor moments? Well, in my season, my favorite Survivor moment was walking around that corner and seeing Jeff and being in it instead of watching it. That to me was my absolute favorite moment. As far as other favorite moments are, I just love watching everything now, specifically seeing as though I know what editing does and I can see that there's so much more that goes behind it. My relationship with the other players now, my own season, I probably keep in touch with about 10 of them, if that, maybe 8 or 10. And otherwise, I keep in touch with about 600 reality stars from many, many shows. Reality Rally brought 120 this year from 39 different reality TV shows. So I keep in touch with this huge group of people, and that's also why keeping in touch with the fan base is so important to me. You ask about the preparation for the show. Well, I'll tell you what, you have to prepare. One day you can read my book. I'm going to have it all in there. Can't do that until Survivor stops. But basically, you've got to be prepared. First of all, you've got to be fit. You've got to know outdoors. You've got to be able to tolerate the discomfort, tolerate the no food, no water, tolerate the exercise, tolerate the challenges. You've got to be fit, and you've got to be mentally fit. You have to be able to take that social game and be able to do something with it. The casting, the photography, the interviews, that was so cool. I mean, meeting Jeff Probst and Mark Burnett and all those people, all People Magazine, Entertainment Weekly, all of those, I mean, that was really pretty cool. And it still is for those that get in. So the interviews are great. Many people say that the production affects the players. Well, yeah, it is true. Sadly, some people really come across very, very poorly. And people out there on the couch form an opinion on what they see. Now, some people they consider to be lazy, but maybe they're not. They just portrayed as that because all of the parts of them doing nothing. As whatever it is, editing does play a part in that. However, we give them the material to do something with. So yeah, some people have really had their lives affected because they actually weren't really good people on the show, and it came out. I always tell people when applying for a show, please remember that a show is anything from 1 day to 3 months. Your reputation and your family is forever. Well, that's it in a nutshell. I can't put it too much more in. I would love to be able to. If you think of other questions, please email me at Jillian@realityrally.com or send me a Facebook message either through Reality Rally or Jillian Larson. Be happy to answer them. Sorry it took so long, but I am just hugely busy, so tied up with so many things. But hey, thanks you guys. Appreciate you following what we do, and signing off from Jillian Survivor Gabon.